Hello everyone, this is Jubilanti and this is episode 5 of my DW20 Season 6 Let's Play Along series. So you may recall last episode I had a lot of trouble with my nether spawn. It was basically in a hole in the ground that was covered with lava, so I couldn't really go anywhere. So I decided to be lame and just kind of regened the nether spawn area. Essentially it involved, doing a backup, deleting the nether folder, and destroying the nether portal and rebuilding it. So yeah, it was kind of a mess, but at least, this time at least, I am in a somewhat better spawn area. I mean, it's different, so that's better, right? Again, I'm gonna go ahead and do, now my map still has like, kind of the old stuff, because I didn't delete the map data, so let's delete that spawn and then we'll do a new one. Make sure we have a marker because you'll get so lost in the nether. And let's bat form and kind of cheat. I also went ahead and made myself some actual armor because, yeah, I'd like to not die. But I'm just gonna, mine up some of the stuff. Awesome glowstone, that's great. I'll probably do a lot of the mining and exploring off camera. If I find anything cool, I'll be back. But for now, I'm basically just looking for cobalt, picking up glowstone and nether quartz. I mean, I probably want to do more of the nether quartz and stuff when I actually have like an enchanted pickaxe with fortune or looting or whatever it's called on it. So, yeah, I'll be looking around and I'll be back later. So here's cobalt. I don't know if anyone sees it, but I mean, it has seen it before, but this is my first piece of cobalt. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close to the spawn, but I figured I'd just share that. Back later. Okay, guys, so exploring the nether. One thing, I killed some blazes, so now I have a blaze morph, which is freaking awesome. It basically makes you immune to fire, and I have a panda hat on, so... But I had to show you guys this. Like, this is hilarious. Let's see. Look at this ghast. I don't even know what that is, but... that is hilarious. It's a cheese hat, I think. It's a cheese hat. Let's kill him, because this is too funny. I'm gonna steal your hat. Yeah. Yeah, and as I said, flying in the nether is pretty OP, but you know what? I can't deal. I can't deal with the nether. I hate it. And I just want to be in and out. So I've had 17 cobalt so far. I've actually had really good luck with it. But I'm probably going to keep looking and explore this and be back soon. Okay, so I finished my nether foray, and that was actually really good. I found a lot of cobalt. I don't know if they upped the, spawn rate on it or what, and you may notice I moved my nether portal out here just to kind of doubly make sure that I got a good spawn anyway, but I don't know if they upped the drop rate, spawn rate, I guess, on cobalt, because I actually found a lot. Usually I have to hunt for like hours before I managed to get enough cobalt, but this time I got 24 pieces, I got 9 ardite, so the ardite's a little rare, but you don't need as much of it, so it's fine. So yeah, that was pretty good, and I killed a few blazes, I got a few blaze rods, that should be good, definitely. I got glowstone, a few of, pretty much everything you kind of get from the nether, so that's really good. I'm happy. So, let's put away some of this stuff. Put away those, except I'll keep some of the cobblestone. Yeah, these chests are already getting full. I'm going to have to upgrade pretty soon. Put these away. Actually, blaze rods I want to put. This is kind of like my mob slash farming slash, I don't know. I just put things in here. Put coal away. I grabbed some nether bricks because I'll need those eventually. I also got soul sand. Got some netherrack. All good stuff. This goes in the Bombcraft chests. Sorry, I still haven't learned where all my stuff is, so that's why I'm opening a million chests and closing them, so definitely need a sorting system. So yeah, let's go ahead and make the Mulligan pickaxe, and I think I can even go ahead and make a hammer, which would be awesome. I generally make the hammer out of cobalt. It's, the hammer mines 3x3, so when you make it out of cobalt and it's super fast, you can mine just so crazy fast. That's awesome, so let's get started on that. I think for the Mulligan, let's see, I honestly don't remember what Direwolf ended up going with as far as the tool rod and binding went, but I kind of tend to do my own thing. I don't want to make it all out of Manulin, I don't think. Let me go grab the book. I probably should have figured this out off camera, but you know, I don't know. I talk through my process, and let's see. So the materials is way back here. Manulin. It doesn't have any default modifiers, so that's usually what I dislike about it. I mean, it's really durable. The handle modifier is 2.5, which is really high, honestly. So you could make your handle out of it, but I generally like to fit as many, I guess you would call free traits on there as I can. So let's kind of see. I forget. I've made these so many times that I always forget. Now, if you make a cobalt tool rod, it's got a pretty good handle modifier, and then it'll have reinforced. I could do that. I mean, I kind of dislike to use cobalt for that, but yeah. And then another cool trait is stonebound, but it's only really it's on the nether rack. It's on stone. Stonebound essentially means it'll mine faster the lower the durability. I don't know if it really synergizes well with what I typically make, though, because it doesn't get that low. Now, if you do an obsidian anything, it gives you reinforced 3. That's pretty nice. I usually do the obsidian as the binding, because it doesn't affect the handle modifier, because you notice the handle modifier is really low on obsidian. So I probably don't want to do that. And real quick, I do apologize if my voice sounds awful or I get croaky. I have a little bit of a chest/throat thing going on right now, and yeah, I apologize for that, but I'm trying my best. So anyway, let's see if this is... So I have 2 Manulin ingots. It's definitely... Oh yeah, I put them all over here. This one... That's the tough rod, not that one. We need this one and this one. Although I might not even make metals with all of these. Now, if I do the... I mean, I could make it completely out of Manulin. What was that again? Or the cobalt was better a little, I think. I even have some alamite. I mean, alamite gives you reinforced too. It's only 1.75 though, so I mean, let's be crazy, and we'll do cobalt and see how that goes. I'll just make the binding. I mean, I could make a paper binding, and that would give me an extra enchantment slot on it. I'm not sure if I need that. And I don't even know if I really have much of anything for paper, really. I might have a little bit of reeds, but yeah, no, let's not do that, because you can always add modifiers later with like diamonds and stuff, so we'll do that later. And you know what, I kind of wanted to just move. I'm going to rearrange this a little bit. I figured I got space over here. Let's put that there, so that's really close by. I need to go ahead and get rid of this ingot of Manulin, because I don't want to use it up accidentally. Go away. Thank you. Okay, so this is about to be done. Let's get the tool rod. So the tool rod, the annoying thing is the tool rod and the tool binding, you'll notice the material cost is half, so it's half of an ingot. So I would hate to use, I'm just gonna make both out of cobalt, because I would hate to use half an ingot for cobalt and not the other half, because I have nothing else. I can't think of anything else that it would be useful for, so we will just go ahead and make both out of cobalt. So there we go. We now should have materials for a pickaxe. And even though I'm going to make the hammer, I generally like to have a regular pickaxe just for the singles, block mining, because trade between them. Sometimes you don't need to mine 3x3, or don't want to, because it'll destroy everything. So I don't know. I'm not very creative, so let's just call it picker. Yeah, like nose picker? I don't know. Maybe that's not so great. Miner? But then miner, I don't know. No. Picky? Picky? Is he picky? Sure, he's picky. So you'll notice we get reinforced 2 on there, and it'll have 3 modifiers, and its mining speed is 9. That's pretty good. So awesome Manulin pickaxe. And then I'm gonna really quick enchant it in a bit, but first I want to start smelting the stuff for the hammer. Now I'm going to make the hammer entirely out of cobalt because I think I was reading the way the materials combine is weird. Like when you mix materials in a tool, it doesn't always give the 100% bonus, I guess, or whatever, because it kind of averages them together or something. So just because this says your durability is going to be, you know, full total durability is going to be X, I think that's only if you make the entire material, the entire tool out of this. So if I mixed like alumite with netherrack, it would somehow average these two together based on, I guess, the quantity of materials or something. So anyway, long story short, I just like to make the entire thing out of cobalt because cobalt's pretty good. It's got reinforced and it's super fast. It's got good durability, so that's fine with me. I like that. So for the full thing, I think I've done the math before. I think it's 24 pieces because you need 3 times 8, no, 24 plus 3, because you need 3 times 8 plus the 3 for the tool rod. So 24, and remember each of these makes 2. I actually already have 1 in there, so that's actually good, I think, because I need an odd number. So that worked out pretty good. I will pretend I did that on purpose. So 10, that would be 24, and 1 more. I think that's all the things we need to melt. Cool. So we'll wait for those to melt, and I'll kind of grab the things. I don't remember why. I made a blank cast for something. They're useful eventually, but whatever. Yeah. Getting stuck on things. Let's... oh yeah, I'll grab the stuff and start enchanting. So, well, I mean, I call it enchanting, which it's kind of enchanting, but essentially you're adding modifiers to the tool. Ooh, I do not have that much. See, I've been putting off more mining until I have these tools, so yeah, anyway, so what you do with tinkers is you just use materials to add modifiers to the tools, and depending on what material you use, it'll add different modifiers. Lapis does, excuse me, does luck or fortune or whatever you want to call it. I think it varies based on what it's on, but you need so much lapis to get the max enchant on it, so we'll see if I get there, but I don't know. I usually go on to different tools by then and do regular enchants, but we'll do that. The redstone speeds it up, which is awesome. Definitely love that. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and I had that moss stone from the dungeon before, and if you use moss stone, if you use a ball of moss, you will get a repair effect on it. So it'll kind of repair itself over time. It works better if you're in sunlight. So I usually put that on my pickaxe because then it never breaks, which is nice. So we'll put this up here with a ball of moss and see, it'll add the moss. So that's cool. And then what I want to do, I should probably put a crafting table out here. Make my life a little easier. Turn these. It's 5 to cap. Excuse me. So like I said, sorry. You need 50 to cap it, so 5 and 5, and then I'll go ahead and turn all this lapis into blocks, as many blocks as I can. That is not going to get me very far, but it's all I have, so let's do this. And the cool thing is you can kind of put them, so I do it like this, so it does 10 or something each time. I don't know. Yeah. Because essentially the block is 9 redstone, so it does 10 for each, because you have 9 plus 1. So that capped the haste on there. So if I put this back, you'll notice its speed went up to 13, which is really nice. And then I want to do the lapis. Lapis? I don't know. Whatever. It takes, see the cap on the lapis is so high. 450 pieces of lapis. I have no hope of really probably ever capping that, so we'll see. Notice how I said, I'm not even gonna ever really finish that, so cool. I have 27 ingots of this, so let's get started. I need that, this, and the tough rod. Yep, tough rod should take 3. So it takes a little while because it's pouring out 3 ingots. That's why these take forever, because it takes 8 each. So hammerhead. Looking good, looking good. Finishing this up. I think I finished that, so don't need to work on that anymore. And I will definitely put haste on this as well, but as you notice, I was running out of. And then I need 2 of these, because you can look at the recipe in here. So you need 2 of the plates, so this is going to take a little while. And I'll put that away. 1 more, and that should be everything. I think this will empty it out. So that was pretty nice. It worked out well, and I still have, you notice, a good bit of cobalt and ardite left over. That's impressive. They must have increased the spawn rate on it. I've never gotten that much before, and I wasn't even in there that long. So let's get this made. Put all the pieces in. We'll call it the Crushinator. That sounds good. And it has reinforced too, so pretty good. So that is our hammer, and it'll break things in a 3x3 space. I will I don't want to put moss on it, because what I like to do actually is you can add essentially a battery to it, so you can recharge it with energy, which in my opinion for the hammer is way better, because I use the durability on the hammer so fast that the moss just can't keep up. Just cannot keep up. So the battery thing is much better, because you can recharge it anytime you need, really. And then you can carry around the batteries and stuff in your inventory. That also helps. So I'm going to stick that in there. I'll put the books away in my random. And I'm going to figure out, I'm probably going to go mining. I mean, I can show you guys if you like. I'll take my cool packs, because you are going to get so much cobblestone. I really need like 10 diggers packs, honestly. You get so much of this stuff. Anything else I need to take? I think I'm good. Maybe a little coal I have plenty of torches, but just in case, I will take a little coal. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to check these. I think these are good, because they're basically idle right now. They do not use a lot when they're essentially idle. So let's go mine a little bit. I'll show you how crazy this is. Now, I don't even think, since I don't have redstone on this right now, I don't think it's all that much faster than this pickaxe. So it might not be all that impressive right now, but I'm going to throw a ton of redstone on it and speed it up, and it's going to be ridiculous. It's great for strip mining. So let's go down a few spaces. Right here looks good. And see, it breaks 3x3. This is freaking awesome. And it's pretty darn fast. Like, this is faster, but remember, this is doing, you know, a 3x3, whereas this one's just doing a single block. So, you know, I think it's worth it. There's a lot of dirt. That's the one downside. I need an excavator now, and with the excavator, I usually just make it out of iron, because you don't really need to make it out of anything fancy, honestly. All right, so we found a lava lake pretty quick. I don't think I have any water on me, so I could try to make a little bit of a bridge and try not to fall off. So this looks like a little cave or something. I don't know if I can go up here. But anyway, so I'm going to probably do a lot of mining, because you notice I'm kind of low on materials and stuff, because I haven't done a lot yet, because I've been waiting for these materials. So I will be back shortly after I finish some mining. Hello again. So I'm back from mining. I got a pretty good haul, but I kind of, my sword broke, so I kind of had to book it, because I didn't want to run into any mobs. I was exploring a cave system, and ran into way too many zombies and creepers, so I decided to head back. I'm going to go ahead and put everything away. I got a pretty good amount of stuff. I actually managed to find some gold, which makes me happy, because I've had a hard time finding gold. But that reminds me, I did do some exploring earlier, and I found this. This is an autumn woods biome, and if I remember correctly, it has increased gold generation in there. So, I mean, it's pretty far away, but maybe if my mining tunnel gets down there, I could eventually do like a minecart system or portal or teleport or something over there and mine that area out for gold. I have yet to run across anywhere with extra diamonds, unfortunately, but we'll see. I did manage to snag a couple diamonds while I was down there, so that's good. So I'm going to put this stuff away, and I think this episode's pretty short, but short and sweet, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and end it pretty soon. What I'm going to work on in between is probably upgrading my weapons a little bit with some of the stuff. I think I picked up some more lapis and redstone and stuff like that. So I'm going to finish upgrading those. and then we'll work. I was looking at Direwolf's videos. I'm pretty close to on par with where he was at in episode 5. He just finished making his hammer, and he did a whole factorization setup for cobalt, which you notice I did not need because I found so much cobalt while we were down there. I just made it straight up, and I even have extra. I was considering going ahead and making like my hammer and my axe out of it, because I actually have enough to make the head pieces out of those, so I might actually go ahead and do that. I'll probably make those off camera. It's just like I did the hammer, you know, I'm just gonna smelt some stuff down and put it together, and it's not all that interesting, so I'll probably do that in between episodes. And then after that, I think the next thing, Direwolf built a house, but as you may notice, I kind of already have one going. I'm not really planning on moving my stuff. I mean, I'll move it around in here, but I don't really want to move houses. I kind of like this setup. I think it's going to work. It's a little small, but I'm going to try to do some interesting things with the vertical space, I guess. We'll see how it goes. So I think the next thing, the next order of business is to build the basement and get some sorting going, because that would be really nice. I can do a really basic sorting system, nothing too fancy, with the, I think, extra utilities stuff. So we'll see how I'll get that stuff prepared and kind of get plans for that going, and we'll probably do that next episode. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching.